Well, let's see how this game works. Hello, and welcome to How This Game Works. I'm Jacob, head level designer for Undiscovered Game Studios. I'll be picking this game apart and analyzing the good, the bad, and the downright funny. Because come on, Portal is funny. So, let's get into it, shall we?
You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor. Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it. This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art. You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music. Good. Now please return to your bed.
Okay, some interesting ways to show off the button layout like X. It's obviously the interact button, as well as up and down. There actually are up and down.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Subjects should vacate the enrichment
Hello?
center immediately. Any test subject
Are you
not emerging
gonna
from
open the
suspension
door
at this time
at any
will be
time?
assumed to have exercised his or her rights.
And now the humor. It adds a subtle
Are you gonna open
relief
this
in the
door?
engagement
Is this
curve.
fairly urgent?
Concerns regarding this policy, or if
I'll
you
just open
require-
the... Ah! Oh, God. You look...
Like, now here,
Good,
the
actually.
engagement
Are you okay?
curve
Are you...
spikes a little.
Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it slow.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right? Don't move. I'm going to get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you. You all right down there? Can you hear me? Hello? Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping.
It's a clever and funny way to show
Never
off
mind,
the jump
say
button
apple.
here is not the speak button,
Okay, you know
and
what?
it's
That's close
actually
enough. Just hold
the
tight.
jump button.
All reactor
Here,
core
the
safeguards are
engagement
now
curve spikes,
non-functional.
and the
Please
physics
prepare
are
for
shown
reactor
off
core
as
meltdown.
well.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I going to make it through? Have I got enough space? Just gotta get through here. Okay, I just gotta concentrate. And whose fault do you think it's gonna be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables? Alright, so no, I hear that one. Okay, listen, we should get our stories straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's gonna ask, don't worry, but if anyone asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive. Alright? Not dead. Okay, almost there. On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're going to need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready.
It's obviously not a docking station here.
Good news! That is not a docking station. So there's one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on. Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time. There we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But, at least you're a good jumper. So, you got that. You got the jumping on your side. Just do your best.
It shows us all the important aspects of the game, like the radio is very important. Or the portal walls and the testing track sign.
These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
As you can see, they're using their angles to their advantage. Just checking if it's safe. Yeah, it seems to be pretty safe. So, let's continue. Here, they show you pretty much everything in your field of view. When you enter, the cube is plopped right down, and then you can pick it up.
The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
Move it, set it on there. Cube power. Okay, let's just go into this corner and observe the room. Yeah. Pretty much everything I just said right there.
Please note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This aperture science material emancipation grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. On your back,
Alright.
and apply immediate pressure
See how
to
the
your
door
temples.
is right in front of you?
You are simply
There's
experiencing
nothing to
a rare
look
reaction
at
in
on the walls. It's all dead and dull. Just right in front of you is the door, implying that you should go through that door. So, why not? Okay then, see how the light flickers to catch your eye? And then, this room, it's all right there. Okay, here the light flickers drawing your eye. Then you look at the glass you saw before and see a sparking podium. So, before we get any farther, let's talk engagement curves. So far, it's been slow and dull, with humor to bring it up every now and then. But what's going to happen now is it's going to spike. Because it's been getting lower and lower, it's going to spike to keep you engaged. Now these big spikes, you feel more engaged with the game. So, let's continue on and see.
That's it, yeah, no, that's it, yeah. Hello? Can you see the portal gun? Also, are you alive? That's important. See you in an hour, hopefully.
Okay, see the portal. It draws your eye to the contrasting blue spark of the portal gun. It's an interesting way to make you kind of look at the portal gun instead of wonder and run around. Let's pick it up. Ooh, the UI changes. We now have a reticule, and we have a gun in our hands. And since this is an FPS, I'm going to assume that the triggers shoot it, and triggers do shoot the gun. So let's just walk around, and yep. Okay, a new mechanic. There are 2 buttons instead of 1. So how does this work? Okay, some doors need more than one activator. And their angles to their advantage here. You can see yourself from above. Kinda cool. Okay, and again, the doors are in front of you, but now you can't get to it. So you see some stairs, you go up, and dead end. So where do you go from here? Obviously, you go down the stairs, but playing with a can is more fun. So now we see a new path, and of course, it's the way to the door. Okay, I can see the test chamber, but I can't get to it. So I'm gonna have to put a portal here, and okay, it seems like there's a new mechanic here. I felt a bit weighty, therefore I'm going to assume momentum exists in this game. The next chamber, we will have more of this. See? Okay, so the momentum is not a joke. It still works the same. Now, we're in a bigger room, so let's see. Ow, okay. Is higher better or worse? Ah, Wheatley. More engagement curves. It was nice and silent, just you and the portal gun, but now you have a friend in a way.
Do you know what? It just
So,
goes to show.
it's going to spike. Now, some foreshadowing to the inevitable turrets, and some new cubes, as well as some more foreshadowing soon. Like, about now.
There she
Now, if
is.
you're a fan of Portal,
What a nasty piece
You
of
know-
work she was, honestly.
now if you're a fan of Portal, you know who that was back there. And before we get any further, let's talk more on engagement curves.
Something else. Look at the next
Have
thing.
you
All right,
noticed
don't
that
touch anything
it's
else we're
been
looking. We'll
getting
look at other things,
slower
but don't-
and
you
not
understand.
as exciting? Well, that means that big spikes are likely right around the corner, and now it's about to get big. Now, did anybody say plot twist?
A-A-A-A-A-C. Now, wait, did I do B? Do you have a pen? Start writing these
Power
down.
up complete.
I don't. Okay, listen. All right, new plan. Act natural. Act natural. Done nothing. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what?
So let's recap what we've learned so far, shall we? Here, the engagement curve spikes,
Oh, it's you.
foreshadowing and new cubes, momentum mechanic, the double button mechanic instead of one, the portal gun's first appearance, engagement curve spikes, the button layout, for example, X is the interact button, everything's in front of you so you don't get lost, a nice way to make a tutorial, and finally, the humor. So now we know how this game works. I'll see you next week after you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out undiscoveredgamestudios.com. Thank you, and goodbye.